Now, there are a lot of things that happen this month, and I'm going to try to do gaming thoughts on a PlayStation 4's Share Factory later on this week. And I will try to do Big Cat Thoughts video sometime later next week. Like I said, either on the 29th or the 30th of April. So be on the lookout for that. And yes, I know what happened last night between the Portland Trailblazers versus the San Antonio Spurs. So I will get to all of that next week because I don't want to talk about the sports in this video. Without further ado, let's kick things off with the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles 3 is a 1993 American superhero film based of the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles characters created by Kevin Eastman and Peter Laird. Is written and directed by Stuart Gillard, and it's a sequel to the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles 1990 and Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles 2, Secret of the Ooze, 1991. The plot revolves around a mystical scepter which transports the Turtles and April O'Neil back to the feudal Japan when they become embroiled in conflict between Domino and a group of rebellious villagers. The film was released theatrically in the United States on March 19th, 1993, New Line Cinema. It received mostly negative reviews from critics. General consensus that the film did not feature any villains in stories from the original Mirage comics or the 1987 anime series, and the franchise have run its course. The film received moderate box office success, though it's the lowest grossing entry in the series, grossing $54.4 million against a budget of $21 million. And it's still the weakest film of the franchise, no matter what anyone says. Not the worst, the weakest film of the franchise, let alone the weakest in the trilogy. Let me get the negatives out the way because I don't want to spend 2 hours on this. Now, I just think that when this whole time traveling, I think it was a big deal back in the 1990s because you had Terminator 2, Judgment Day, then you have the Back to the Future Part 3. I'm not sure if that was released in the later 1980s or middle 1990s. I'm not sure. It was a big deal, but I felt that it ran its course. And what you saw in the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles 3, that was one of the main reasons. And like it said on the wikipedia.org, it did not feature any villains or stories from the Mirage comics or 1987 animated series. So I don't know what they were thinking. I'm guessing they're taking a break from them and everything, but I think it was a really risky, not so smart move to pull off. And it showed. And don't get me started with this feudal Japan where, it was feudal Japan. Yay. As a kid. Now, years later, you watch the movie for the first time in forever. And then you look back and you're like, wait a minute. This is not feudal Japan. Let me go do some digging. And come to find out, it was done here in the United States of America in Oregon. Yeah. Why? And then the Turtles costume, I mean, my goodness, I don't know. The first two is phenomenal, classic. The third one, I'm just like, what did y'all do to the Turtles themselves, man? Their mouth, they can barely move. They look stiff. I'm like, what is this? Whoever created the suits need to be fired. And then we want to talk about a kid-friendly movie of the sequel, which is The Secret of the Ooze. Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles 3 is by far the most kid-friendly, not only in the original trilogy, it's the most kid-friendly of the franchise. One could argue it's in the lines with Turtles 4, which is the anime version back in 2007. I mean, my goodness. So that's one of the reasons why I think Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles 3 was such a weak movie in the franchise. You know, I never said the worst, but I said the weakest. I have to remind you people. We all know the worst movie of the Turtles franchise of all time is the 2014. I get a headache every time I think about it. But hey, so what are your thoughts on the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles 3? Did you like it as a kid? Did you dislike it? You know, just give me some feedback. What do you think? And with that in mind, throwing out salute, I'm out.